everybody is talking about with Crawford in September. It's not their secret, but like I say, I'm focused 100% on William School on May because you know it's boxing. It's boxing, and you need to be focused on the next. Gonna be bigger. Even the Mayweather fight is gonna be bigger than that.
You think it does more pay-per-view buys than the Mayweather fight?
Yeah, I think so. But first is first. I'm gonna be focused on William School.
No, Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he needs the money.
You think he had a chance to win?
But what makes you say that?
He needs the money.
Canelo Alvarez is shutting down any talk of a fight with Terence Crawford, stating that his full focus is on his upcoming bout against William Skull in May. Despite this, fans continue to speculate about a potential showdown with Crawford. Meanwhile, Oscar De La Hoya acknowledged Crawford's boxing legacy, but pointed out that smaller fighters often struggle against bigger.
Crawford, in the history of boxing, and this is the facts.
Let's get it.
If you see Thursdays, fact Thursdays, I speak the facts. All right, I'll even do it for you. All right. A good little man has never beaten a good big man in the history of the game, unless you go back to certain situations with Pacquiao beat me, but I was a dead man walking anyway.
Incentives than pure competition. Teofimo Lopez weighed in on the potential matchup between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, analyzing the stylistic challenges Crawford might face. He acknowledged that Crawford's skill set and ring IQ could allow him to stay competitive for a significant portion of the fight. However, Lopez emphasized that the weight difference would be a major factor.
I think stylistically, Crawford could stay in there long enough. However, it's just with the weight, and I mean, Canelo, he's gotten better ever since Mayweather, but now he's decreased a little bit. Nevertheless, though, I think that I think Canelo will get him,
making it difficult for Crawford to maintain effectiveness against a naturally bigger and stronger opponent like Canelo. Lopez also reflected on Canelo's evolution as a fighter, noting that he has made significant improvements since his 2013 loss to Floyd Mayweather. Over the years, Canelo has sharpened his defense, footwork, and overall strategy.
Because Crawford's very smart. We saw what Floyd did to Canelo. So Crawford's got the IQ to do that,
making him a far more complete fighter. However, Lopez also pointed out that Canelo has shown signs of decline in recent fights, possibly due to wear and tear from years of competing at the highest level, despite Crawford's undeniable talent and ability to adapt in the ring. Lopez believes that the size and power advantage would ultimately tilt the fight in Canelo's favor. While Crawford could present some challenges, Lopez is confident that Canelo's experience and physicality would allow him to secure the victory in a potential showdown. Tem, too, shared his thoughts on a potential matchup between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, emphasizing that it would be an intriguing fight due to Crawford's exceptional boxing intelligence. He highlighted Crawford's high ring IQ, which allows him to adapt to different styles and outthink his opponents in the ring. 2. Pointed to Floyd Mayweather's victory over a young Canelo as a key example, suggesting that Crawford possesses the intelligence and skill set necessary to replicate a similar performance. He noted that while Canelo has improved significantly since that loss, Crawford's ability to control distance, counter effectively, and make mid-fight adjustments could give him a real chance of success, while acknowledging Canelo's size and power advantage. 2 believes that Crawford's strategic mindset and technical brilliance could make the fight highly competitive, potentially leading to an outcome similar to Mayweather's dominant win over Canelo. Sean Porter reflected on his fight with Terence Crawford, breaking down how the early rounds played out. He noted that in the first 6 rounds, he may have been ahead for 2-6 on the scorecards, as Crawford initially struggled to adjust to his aggressive and unorthodox approach. Porter explained that he came in with a specific style that Crawford may not have fully anticipated, allowing him to gain an early edge in the fight. However, Porter acknowledged that Crawford is a master of adjustments. While it took a few rounds for him to figure out the rhythm and timing, once he found a gap in Porter's game, the momentum shifted. Crawford's ability to remain patient and methodically break down his opponents became evident as he started. Capitalizing on small openings, Porter praised Crawford's high boxing IQ, explaining that his intelligence in the ring allows him to adapt quickly and take control once he identifies weaknesses. He emphasized that Crawford's strength isn't just his power or skill, but his ability to think several steps ahead of his opponent. Once Crawford made his adjustments, he began to dominate, ultimately proving why he is considered one of the most cerebral fighters in the sport. Sean Porter highlighted that Terence Crawford's strategy in their fight relied heavily on landing a straight left hand. However, he believes Crawford wouldn't make the same mistakes against Canelo Alvarez. Porter explained that Crawford may not have fully anticipated his counter-punching style, which initially gave him trouble. However, he praised Crawford's ability to learn and adjust mid-fight. Porter suggested that the lessons Crawford took from their bout would make him better prepared for future opponents, including Canelo. With improved adaptability and experience, he believes Crawford would enter a fight against Canelo with a more refined and calculated approach. Gervonta Davis echoed Oscar de la Hoya's sentiments, suggesting that Terence Crawford's primary motivation for a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez is financial. Davis stated that Crawford needs the money, implying that the fight is more about business than competition. He also expressed skepticism about Crawford's chances, emphasizing the significant weight jump he would have to make. Moving up 3 or 4 weight classes to face a naturally bigger and stronger opponent like Canelo presents a major challenge. Given these factors, Davis suggested that Crawford might struggle to overcome the size and power disadvantage, making victory highly unlikely. Gervonta Davis reinforced Oscar de la Hoya's perspective, suggesting that Terence Crawford's interest in fighting Canelo Alvarez is primarily motivated by financial gain. Davis stated that Crawford needs the money and implied that the bout would be more of a business move than a competitive challenge. While he acknowledged Crawford as a talented fighter, he remained doubtful about his chances against Canelo. Davis pointed out that moving up 3 or 4 weight classes would put Crawford at a serious disadvantage, making it highly unlikely that he could overcome Canelo's size and power. Despite this, Davis also noted that smaller fighters often have advantages over bigger opponents due to their agility and movement. However, he made it clear that he wasn't trying to convince anyone that Crawford could beat Canelo. Meanwhile, Canelo Alvarez addressed the ongoing speculation, stating that every fight he takes is significant. However, he acknowledged that there might be something special about the potential showdown with Crawford in September, whether it's a major money fight or something more. Regardless of the outside noise, Canelo stressed that his full focus remains on his upcoming fight against William Skull in May, emphasizing the importance of staying locked in on the next challenge. Canelo has also been vocal about feeling disrespected by Crawford, suggesting that this might be a reason the fight doesn't happen. However, Crawford countered this claim,